Can you describe the physical abuse?
God, I can't take another day. I can't do this anymore.
It shouldn't have happened.
Why didn't anyone notice? We all noticed. No one cared because we were Black girls.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I felt like my silence allowed it to continue.
I worked up the courage to come forward and tell my story.
A part of me always felt like maybe I did something for him to treat me that way.
I want my story to be heard so people could take this situation seriously.
But when I found out it wasn't just me,
I just don't want it to get any worse.
and it just kept going and going and going.
I just wanted to know that it's not, you're not alone. They're not alone.
It just made me furious.
I decided that enough was enough.
Can you describe the physical abuse?
I can't really talk about being abused. It's like, it brings back memories, and it's very painful to have to talk about it again. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You don't even believe in your own sense of judgment after a while. And you're trying to figure out, how do I get him back to the good space? Okay, I'll take responsibility for it. I'll just say it's my fault. I'll say yes to whatever it is. I'll apologize. Because if I can just get him back to the good guy, the one that I fell in love with, then I'm in a good space. How do I stop it? How do I get you back?
How do I get you back to the guy that asked me to help him to read?
I felt special. I actually thought that I was his girlfriend. I was living up there at that point. We were together all the time. I had no reason to question that we weren't.
My name is Lizette Martinez from Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. I was a typical teenager. I was at Aventura Mall with some girlfriends, and I see someone, a really tall guy, wearing sunglasses. So I said to my friend, "Oh, I think that's R. Kelly." And she's like, "Why would he be at the mall?" And I said, "No, that's him." And he heard me, and then he turned around, and I was kind of starstruck. Here's this person in front of me that I think is like the world. And he walked up to me and gave me a hug, and I was kind of frozen. And then he said he was recording an album. I said, "Okay, nice to meet you," and he left. But then his bodyguard came back and handed me his phone number and said, "R. Kelly would like you to call him." My best friend was with me, and she said, "Liz, this is your big break. Like, you better call, or I'm gonna call for you." For me, singing was always an outlet, and I planned on having a career. So I called, and he said, "Well, I'd like you to come to dinner with us." My girlfriend said, "Let's get your makeup and hair done now. This is it, you're gonna make it." We were so naive.
Robert didn't allow pretty much anyone to speak to me. I'm just walking around, "Hey, everybody, hey." And then I'm just like, what's going on? Why aren't these people speaking back? Come to find out, they couldn't speak to me. He wouldn't let them. That's not me, because I'm gonna speak to everybody and anybody and whoever I want to speak to. So when I learned that, I would go out of my way to speak to people just to tick him off, because I'm just like, look, you can't tell me what I can and cannot do. I'm not that girl. I'm not that chick. You can't stifle me. But I didn't know that a bomb was coming.